it's been a minute. Hopefully everything is set up. I haven't used this in a while. As you can see, I still have a lot of the stats here for August. Those stats I think are incorrect. I ended up getting a couple more winners, but we'll review everything over the past couple of weeks. Had a couple of weeks off from work, and yeah, just decided not to stream, just to chill out. Sort of changed. A lot of this format looks the same, but if you look at the YouTube details, the format's changed to swing trading instead of day trading, because that's what I'm currently doing, so it more accurately reflects that. Anyways, this was the market news for this week. There's some pretty important stuff last week that came out. Not so much important stuff this week, a little less so. The PMI and the unemployment were pretty big, but that's about it. If we look ahead to next week, we got some more CPI news. That'll be pretty big. Euro interest rate decision, some PPI. So big stuff on Wednesday and Thursday next week. So just try to pay attention to that. Again, one of the reasons I really love swing trading is I would say my positions are significantly less affected by that. So yeah, you can have some big move from, I don't know, US news release that goes against your position, and if you were day trading, you know, that could be it for your position. It could have hit stop loss. Whereas if you're swing trading, if the general trend is a certain direction and you have big news against your position, it still might not hit stop loss. You know, sometimes it might, but sometimes it might not. So let's review the trades, and then I'll sort of change some of the format. All right, so AUDCAD was one of the winners from last month. As we can see, it's still trending down. No much opportunity to get into the trade now. AUDCHF, not much opportunity here. Just for a quick update, I use a linear regression and SSL channel indicator strategy on the daily time frame, hence daily time frame swing trading. Linear regressions are just standard deviation lines. I have mine plotted 100 and 200. And then the SSL channel is just kind of like a slightly more nuanced moving average, where once a price closes above or below certain lines, so if price closes below the green line, it will swap. If price closes below the red line, it'll swap to green, and if price closes above the green line, it'll swap to red. So here price didn't close above the red line, but here it did, and this is when it swapped. Here price didn't close below this red line, and it did here, and then it swapped. I hope that's not super confusing. Anyways, if you can see on the right hand side here, you see I have green and pink flags. Green flags are trades that I'm currently in. Pink flags are trades that I'm looking to get into. Yeah, the yen pair's not doing too well today, which is great because I'm buying long on a lot of yen trades, collecting that swap, which is kind of nice. So this is AUDJ, one of the yen pairs that's doing particularly poorly, as well as NZDJPY, but today not too bad. AUDNZD is kind of floating into oblivion on the side, so not much there. AUDUSD, there was some opportunity to maybe get into a reversal at some point, but that obviously is not looking too good. CADCHF, not much here. Typically I want price to be at the linear regression lines before I look to be getting into any trades. And since no price is at the linear regression line and price is currently floating in the middle, then not looking to get into any trades. CADJPY, again in a slight bit of profits, but mostly floating around break even. CHF kind of going sideways, but also a bit more into the profit side. EURAUD, we'll see that most of my positions are quite correlated, and most of them are against the yen pair and for the Australian dollar. So if either of those go against, so if the yen pair is doing strong, most of my positions will go down, and if the Australian pair is doing strong, most of my positions will be doing well. EURGBP, selling this guy, again kind of floating sideways in a bit of a negative. EUROJPY, slightly positive. EURNZD, so the New Zealand and Australia are quite correlated, so these are some of the, I'm more or less long on a couple of these pairs. EURUSD, what am I looking at here? Why is it pink? We can see prices touching the 200 linear regression channel, and it's currently on its big downtrend. If price starts to move back up, I will be looking to probably be getting into a long for a correction. So you can see price is sort of creating these higher highs and higher lows, which in technical analysis would suggest a trend in towards the upward direction. But I'm not willing to get in just yet. I'm waiting for price to cross the SSL. That's usually my entrance signal. So yeah, GBPAUD again. Selling this guy, he's been kind of floating around sideways. GJ bought this guy, been kind of floating sideways. You can see the length of some of these trades. Like I entered these guys, I entered this at the turn of August, and I'm still in the position. So this is a 40-day position more or less. Like swing trading, that's just the name of the game. GBPNZD kind of going down a little bit. GBPUSD very correlated to the EURUSD. Again, we can see a nice trend upward. We're at the bottom of this linear regression channel. As price comes up, this will be a good opportunity for a buy. NZDJ, again similar to AUDJPY, in the negative, one of the yen pairs that's in the red right now, but on the up and up hopefully. And then I am into 3 correlated pairs on the US stock market, or US indices, 2 of which are in the green and US 30 in the red. Yeah, that's an update for the trades. Let's just quickly examine some. So gold, not looking for an opportunity here. Price is not at the linear regression line. US or UJ, that was another winning trade from last week. USDCHF, this could be a good opportunity for a sell possibly. Price has touched the 100. We can see we're definitely in a trend down. As price goes to break down below, we could get into a sell there. That's a good opportunity. Unfortunately, we did try that opportunity on USDCAD. That was one of the losses last month. Price had touched the linear regressions when it was back here, had swapped on the SSL, and then price had immediately shot up, which was very unfortunate. NZDUSD, that was one of the winners from last month. NZDCAD, another winner from last month. GBPCHF, one of the losers from last month. Again, the loss happened very quickly in about 3 days. Otherwise, price would still be just kind of meandering in the negative values anyways. GCAD, not much opportunity there. EURCHF, one of the other losses from last month. EURCAD, not much. EURAUD, not much opportunity there. CADCHF, no. Not much on AUDU. And then we already reviewed AUDNZD, AUDCHF, and AUDCAD. So those are the sort of the updates. Again, these trades take a very long time, but you're very hands-off, which is nice. The analysis for these trades, because they are indicator analyses, it takes me all of about 5 minutes to view everything on this list, and there's about 30 items on this list, and then quickly make my decision at around the turning point. So for me, that's roughly the end of the trading day to the next one is roughly 2 p.m. for me here. Right at the end of the New York session is the end of the trading day roughly, and it gives me an opportunity to see what positions I need to get into. Otherwise, I don't manage my positions. They either let them finish as a win or loss. That's it for this week. Ideally, I'll be on next week to do another update. Maybe we'll have some winners, maybe we'll have some losers, maybe we'll have no change at all. We'll see. Anyways, cheers. Thanks for coming to this session. Thanks for watching. Peace.